Today I am explain about the full half adder and full adder. Now I am explain about half adder. Half adder is a combinational arithmetic circuit that adds two numbers and produces a sum bit and a carry bit as the output. NAND gates or NOR gates can be used for realizing the half adder in universal logic and the relevant circuit diagram as shown in above PPT. So in above PPT, the symbol of the half adder is shown above. That is, it contains two input A and B, and sum and carry are the output. It is a 1-bit half adder. And now take the truth table of the half adder. So here two inputs and outputs, sum and carry here. So take 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So here sum 0 plus 0 0, carry is 0, again 0 plus 1 1, carry is 0, and here 1 plus 0 1, carry is 0, and 1 plus 1 sum is 0 and carry is 1. So you observed here in the output, the carry indicates the output of the AND gate, and sum indicates the output of the XOR gate. So based on that, you can draw the logic diagram of the half adder here. So take inputs A and B, and you can draw the XOR gate sum. So two inputs and XOR gate symbol is shown above, and take two inputs A and B. You can draw the a simple AND gate as shown in above PPT. Here half adder is a combinational arithmetic circuit that adds two numbers and produces sum bit and carry bit as the output. If A and B are the input bits, then sum bit is the XOR of A and B, and the carry bit will be the AND gate of the A and B. From this, it is clear that a half adder circuit can be easily constructed using one XOR gate and one AND gate. Half adder is the simplest of all adder circuit, but it has a major disadvantage. The half adder can add only two input bits A and B, and has nothing to do with the carry if there is any in the input. So if the input to a half adder have a carry, then it will be neglected it and adds only the A and B bits. That means the binary addition process is not complete, and that's why it is called a half adder. The truth table, schematic representation, and XR and realization of half adder as shown in above PPT. And now explain about the full adder. A full adder is a logic circuit that performs an addition operation on three 1-bit binary numbers. The full adder produces a sum of the three inputs and a carry value. It can be combined with other full adder, and its work as shown in above. In above PPT, show the symbol of the half adder. So here it contains the three inputs A, B, and carry input is C, and produce the output sum and carry, and its logic diagram as shown in above. So a full adder circuit construction. A full adder circuit construction is shown in the above block diagram, where two half adder circuits added together with a OR gate. The first half adder circuit is on the left side. We give two single bit binary inputs A and B. As seen in the previous half adder circuit, it will produce two outputs, sum and carry output. First half adder circuit, sum output is further provided to the second half adder circuit input. We provide the carry bit across the other input of second half adder circuit. Again it will provide a sum out and a carry output bit. This sum output is the final output of the full adder circuit. On the other hand, the carry out of first half adder circuit and the carry out of second adder circuit is further provided into OR logic gate. After logic OR up to carry output, we get the final carry out of the full adder circuit. The final carry output represents the most significant bit or MSB. Here, if we see the actual circuit inside the full adder, we will see two half adder using XOR gate and AND gate with an additional OR gate. In the above image, instead a block diagram, actual symbols are shown. In previous half adder circuit, we had seen the truth table of two logic gates, which has two input options X, XOR and AND gate. Here an extra gate is added in the circuit that is OR gate. So now we take the truth table of the full adder circuit. As a full adder circuit deal with 3 input, the truth table also uploaded with 3 input columns and 2 output columns. So here carry input A and B. So take 3 different inputs, that is 2 power 3 means 8, so it contains 8 different inputs and produce the sum and carry output as shown in above PPT truth table. So here 8 means from 0 to 7. So take here input 0 0, then 0 plus 0 0, and carry also 0, and take inputs 1 0 1, carry 0, and 0 in is 0 plus 0 is 0, and here inputs 0 1 and carry is 0, so 0 plus 1 is 1, sum carry is 0, and 1 1 0, carry is 1, so 0 plus 1 1, and take here 0 plus 0 inputs, sum is 0, carry is 1, so 1 plus 0 1, carry is 0, 1 plus 1 0, sum carry is 1, and here 1 plus 1 again sum is 0, carry is 1, the next 1 plus 1 plus 1, so sum is 1, carry is 1. Can also express the full adder circuit construction in Boolean expression. For the case of sum, we first XOR gate of the A and B inputs, then we again XOR the output with the carry in, so the sum is A XOR B XOR C, and here we can also express the full adder circuit construction in Boolean expression. For the case of a sum, we first XOR the A and B input, then we again XOR the output with the carry in, so the sum is A XOR B into XOR C. Can also express it with A XOR B into XOR C, carry in. Now for the carry output, it is A and B are carry in A XOR B, which is further represented by A B plus A XOR B. Now cascading adder circuit. Now cascading adder circuit. As of now, we discussed described the constructions of a single bit adder circuit with logic gate. But what if we want to add two more than one bit numbers? Here, the advantage of full adder circuit, we can cascade a single bit full adder circuit and could add two multiple bit binary numbers. This type of cascade full adder circuit is called as a ripple carry adder circuit. Here the advantage of a full adder circuit, we can cascade a single bit full adder circuit and could add two multiple bit binary numbers. This type of cascaded full adder circuit is called as a ripple carry adder circuit. In case of ripple carry adder circuit, carry out of the each full adder is the carry in of the next most significant adder circuit. As the carry bit is a ripple into the next stage, it is called as a ripple carry adder circuit. Carry bit is rippled from the left to right, means LSB to MSB. So full adder cascading as shown in the above PPT. Here A1 B1 carry full adder 1, it produce sum and carry, and again take another input full adder, that is A and B, and carry output is connected as input of the second full adder. Here it is nothing but a carry in of the second full adder circuit, and it produce the output sum and carry output. And take another full adder circuit, that is the third one. So it contains A3 B3 are the inputs, and carry output of the second full adder is added to the carry input of the full adder circuit, third one, and it also produce the output sum and carry. So this is called the full adder cascading process. So that means carry bit is rippled from the left to right, means LSB to MSB. So LSB means here A1 B1 carry input to A3 B3 and carry output. So here in the above block diagram, we are adding a 2-3 bit binary numbers. We can see three full adder circuits are cascaded together. Those three full adder circuits produce the final sum result, which is produced by those three sum outputs from three separate fader circuits. The carry out is directly connected to the next significant adder circuit. After the final adder circuit, carry out provide the final carry output. And in above PPT, the practical demonstration of a full adder circuit. So it contain different registers and LEDs on the PCB. So by using this and IC integrated circuit, so you take that demonstration of full adder circuit practically. You can take the PCB board, you can design the practical full adder circuit by using the different components like ICs, resistors, LEDs and different connecting wires. We will use a full adder logic chip and add 4-bit binary numbers. Using it, we will use a TTL 4-bit binary adder circuit using IC74 LS283N IC. Next I am explain about the 4-bit parallel adder using a full adder circuit working principle. So here the above PPT shows the circuit diagram of the 4-bit parallel adder by using the full adder. So here full adder A, B, C and D here. So digital circuit that adds two binary numbers at a time and produce a sum and carry is called a parallel adder. The circuit diagram of parallel adder using full adder is shown above PPT. Here A3, A2, A1, A0 and B3, B2, B1, B0 be the two binary numbers to be added. In the given numbers A3 and B3 are the MSB and A0 and B0 are the LSB. MSB means most significant bits, LSB means least significant bits. So from the above figure, it can be seen that all the bits are given at a time to the adder and the result is got immediately, hence it is known as the parallel adder. When we want to add two numbers, first we should add the LSB A0 and B0, giving us the sum and the carry C0. This carry has to be added to the next higher significant position bit A1 and B1, giving us the sum and carry. So this is take here inputs A0 B0, A1 B1, A2 B2, A3 B3, and here A0 plus B0, it gives the sum S0 and carry C0, and again this carry is added to the next higher bits, that is A1 B1. When these two bits are added, it gives the sum S1 and carry C1. Again that carry C1 is added to the next bit, that is A2 and B2. So adding this A2 and B2, it gives the output S2 and carry C2, and this carry is added to the next higher bit, that is A3 and B3, and A3 and B3 gives the sum S3 and it gives the carry is C3. So this last final carry is taken as it is in the sum position. So it gives the output like this. And you can take one example. A0, A1, A2, A3 is equal to 1, 0, 1, 0. And here B0, B1, B2, B3 is equal to 1, 1, 0, 1. So here you can take this two bits and add here A1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. So here adding these two bits we get the sum and carry output. So 0 plus 1, sum is 1, carry is 0 here. So again 1 plus 0, 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, and 1 plus carry is 0. So 1 plus 0 again 1 and carry is 0. And 0 plus 1, 1, carry is 0, 1 plus 0, 1 only. And here 1 plus 1, 0, and carry is 1, and sum 0 plus 1 is 1, carry is 1 before that. So, and even is as it is. So, answer is double one, double one, 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 one. So 5 ones is the answer. So here In the preceding section, we discussed how two binary bits can be added and the addition of two binary bits with a carry. In practical situation, it is required to add two data each containing more than one bit. Two binary numbers each of n bits can be added by means of a full adder circuit. Consider the example that two 4-bit binary numbers B4, B3, B2, B1 and A4, A3, A2, A1 are to be added with a carry input C1. This can be done by cascading 4 full adder circuits as shown in previous circuit diagram. The least significant bits A1, B1 and C1 are added to the produce sum output S1 and carry output C2. Carry output C2 is then added to the next significant bits A2 and B2, producing sum output S2 and carry output C3. C3 is then added to the A3 and B3 and so on. Therefore, the final producing the 4-bit sum output S4, S3, S2, S1 and final carry output. Such type of 4-bit binary adder is commercially available in an IC package. A 4-bit binary adder with a fast carry. General description. These full adders perform the addition of two 4-bit binary numbers. The sum outputs are provided for each bit and the resultant carry is obtained from the 4th bit. This adders feature a full internal look ahead across all 4 bits. So this is about the 4-bit parallel adder by using the full adder circuit. So by using this circuit, we can add the given two binary number from LSB to MSB up to, and this procedure repeated until the last bit is ended, and its carry is added to the next significant bits, and final carry is taken as it is in the sum, and so that is the final output. And to perform the binary operation by using the 4-bit parallel adder. Now, need for tri-state buffer. The tri means it contains 3 inputs. The tri-state buffer is used in many electronic and microprocessor circuits, as they allow multiple logic devices to be connected to the same wire or bus without damage or loss of data. For example, suppose we have a data line or data bus with some memory, peripherals, input output, or a CPU connected to it. Each of these devices is capable of sending or receiving data to each other into this single data bus at the same time, creating what is called connection. Connection occurs when multiple devices are connected together because some want to drive their output high and some low. If this device starts to send or receive the data at the same time, a short circuit may occur when one device outputs to the bus a logic 1, the supply voltage, while another is set at a logic level 0 or ground, resulting in a short circuit condition and possibly damage to the devices as well as loss of data. Digital information is set over this data buses or data highways, either serially 1 bit at a time, or it may be up to 8 or more wires together in a parallel form, such as in a microprocessor data bus, allowing multiple tri-state buffers to be connected to the same data highway without damage or loss of data. So here tri-state buffer data bus, here different data inputs and their enables and connected with the common data bus and produces the data output. Then the tri-state buffer can be used to isolate devices and circuits from the data bus and one another. If the outputs of several tri-state buffers are electrically connected together, decoders are used to allow only one set of tri-state buffers to be active at any one time while the other devices are in their high impedance state. An example of tri-state buffers connected to a 4-wire data bus as shown in above PPT. Here the tri-state buffer is used in many electric and microprocessor circuits as they allow multiple logic devices to be connected to the same wire or bus without damage or loss of data. For example, suppose we have a data line or a data bus with some memory, peripherals, input output, or a CPU connected to it. Each of these devices is capable of sending or receiving data to each other into this single data bus at the same time, creating it is called a connection. Connection occurs when multiple devices are connected together because some want to drive their output high and some low. If these devices start to send or receive data at the same time, a short circuit may occur when one device output to the bus a logic 1, the supply voltage, while another is set at a logic level 0 or ground, resulting in a short circuit condition and possible damage to the device as well as loss of data. Digital information is sent over these data buses or data highways either serially, one bit at a time, or it may be up to 8 wires together in a parallel form, such as in a microprocessor data bus, allowing multiple tri-state buffers to be connected to the same data highway without damage or loss of data. So wires together in a parallel form, such as in a microprocessor data bus, allowing multiple trusted buffers to be connected to the same data highway without damage or loss of data. Thank you.